questions. We have mic runners. I think we're going to start.
Matt.
Okay, sorry. Sure,
Matt Solito.
Fair enough.
Yes, my name is Matthew Solito. My son, Matthew C. Solito, was on the 105th floor in Tower 1 when it was hit, and we lost my son, Matthew, that day. I was asked by the commission back in the beginning for my wife and I to be part of the families that the commission could use to bounce off information before they went to the public. I remember back then that there were 28 pages that were classified. The commission did not want these pages to be classified, but the executive branch of our government kept them classified. Going forward, former Senator Bob Graham, Representative Lynch, and Representative Jones tried to get them declassified, and they even brought H.R. 428 and tried to get a ruling to get them declassified. Till this day, they are still declassified. They're still classified, I'm sorry. They are still classified. I'd like to know from the gentleman up on the dais, what are your feelings to this day, and do you still think they should be declassified?
Well, yes, they should be. I'm embarrassed that they're not declassified. We emphasize throughout transparency, and when I assumed incorrectly that our records would be public, all of them, everything. And then when I learned that a number of the documents were classified or even redacted, I was surprised and disappointed. I want those documents declassified. I'm embarrassed to be associated with a work product that is secret.
I just say very briefly, Matt, in this democracy, very little ought to be classified. Only the most seriously important national security issues, there are very few of them. My experience, I think almost every other commissioner had access to classified information before under a security clearance. I never had. I was the outsider, so I was very excited when I got my first shiny right to look at secrets. And I was amazed in reading this stuff that it was stuff I knew already. I remember the first time I read the whole report, my classification, I turned to the FBI guy who was watching me and said, I knew all this already. And he said, yes, but you didn't know it was true. That is not a reason for classification, but I'd say, Lee, I don't think I'm exaggerating. I'd say 60 to 70% anyway of the stuff we saw that was classified, in my opinion, should not have been and should have been available to the American people. This is an example of the kind of thing that should be, as I remember that particular section, it has been updated, because I think we did research on that particular episode in San Diego with Saudi Arabia, and I believe if you read the 9/11 report, you'll find anything you want to find about that particular section. But there's no reason to classify it anymore. Even if some of the facts are wrong, that can be pointed out. But I just don't believe in keeping things secret in the American. We're a lot stronger nation if we keep less secret from our people, I think.
Question right here in the